postponed due to COVID-19 precautions on the behalf of Morristown West. So Morristown West and Johnny Gallion and the Lady Trojans hoping to resume IMAC action next Tuesday night, January 19th, live right here on Country Legends 93.3. The non-conference game scheduled with Cosby this Thursday here at Reed Gymnasium, those games have also been postponed, so please do not come to Reed Gymnasium this Thursday. Again, COVID-19 related. But we're here. We're in the friendly confines of Reed Gymnasium. Obviously, it's got schedules. It's got the makeup of attendance all in a spin. All in a whirlwind. But Paul, we're here. We're glad to have basketball here for you on the air. And it's good to be working with you once more since last Tuesday's matchup with East and West. But here, another rivalry in the making, or continuing once more in IMAC play. The Trojans and the Patriots. Morristown West trying to win its first game of 2021. Likewise for the Jeff County Patriots. The Patriots have lost 4 straight, 8 of their last 9. They come in with an overall record of 5 wins, 10 losses. They are 0-2 in IMAC play. And behind them, Morristown West, as they come in with a record of 3 wins, 5 losses. They are 0-3 in conference play. Paul, you followed this team since this opening season. Then you had to witness a tough outing against a very good Sevier County team on Friday night. What does this West team have to do to get back in the win column?
Just distribute the ball around. Try to get some more hands up on the ball and not be afraid to take the shot. It's always been Ryan Schaefer. Well, last game against Sevier County, Ryan Schaefer was the only one willing to pull the trigger. Joey Hancock, his role has been limited because defense is starting to key up on him. They know he can put up 20 points easily. But Elijah Davis, he's been called for 5 charges in 2 games, and he's been lowering his shoulder every time he goes towards the paint. And every time you're going to get called for that. But Elijah Davis as well, he's coming off the bench these last 2-3 games, and he's antsy to get out there. But I believe that antsiness is starting to work against him. So hopefully Elijah Davis calm down. Both those guys are two-headed monster of this team. They got to feed through Elijah Davis and Joey Hancock. So offense works inside out. Go from there.
You are listening to the Terry Law Firm Countdown to Tip-Off here on Country Legends 93.3. The Terry Law Firm, small town firm, big city know-how. Visit their website, get more information at terry-lawfirm.com. As tonight, it's solo game action between Morristown West and Jeff County. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and take a look at the Intermountain Athletic Conference at a glance as far as seeing who's where in the standings, as well as a run-through of the schedule for tonight and for the rest of the week. As Trojans basketball back on the airwaves here at Reed Gymnasium. I'm Jamie Hamer. He's Paul Bristol. We'll be back right after this timeout as the Terry Law Firm Countdown Tip-Off comes back after this commercial break. All right, we will run 1 minute.
That was smooth.
Hey, it'll become clockwork to you, man.
True.
It just takes time and repetition. And like I said, the key is having your segments laid out, what you're going to say, what you're going to present. That was good. That was a good segment because I mean, you had a great analysis of who needs to do what. Guess I'll put these in. So good stuff, man. Let's see. You've seen. So this is their 4th conference game. You've seen East. You've seen Sevier. South Doyle. Who else have you seen?
South Doyle. So 0-3.
And we welcome Take a look at the IMAC standings through the second week of 2021. Right now, Morristown East has the upper hand. They're undefeated at 4-0 in league play, 11-3 overall. Sevier County is the number 2 rated team in the standings at 5-1. They have 12 wins and 6 losses overall. South Doyle 1-1 in third, 2-4 overall. Jeff County is sitting right in the middle in number 4 at 0-2, 5-10. Seymour in 5th at 0-1 and 1-11. Cott County's 0-2 and 3-8. And Morristown West right now bringing up the bottom at 0-3 and 3-5. Paul, this West team is 0-3, but I don't think it's a reflection of the way they're playing. I think they've just had some bad bounces here and there. You've been able to witness all 3 conference games and call those games. South Doyle, a very good team again. Sevier County, they're number 2 right now. They're knocking on the door with Morristown East. They're going to be contenders once again for the regular season title to defend that crown from a season ago. They were also tournament champions from last year, so they're hoping to defend that crown honorably. And then you've got Morristown East, and they speak for themselves. So in those 3 games, these are 3 tough opening games to start the conference regular season.
Without a doubt, these 3 games have been kind of like playing against Alabama every year. It's like a new shotgun shell appears into the 12 gauge. But don't let the score reflect the demeanor and the effort of this team. These guys have played neck and neck with these guys. It just took 1 or 2 bad bounces to go against them. And just a couple guys in a funk right now. That's what happens in basketball. In football, you only have 1 game a week. Basketball, you can have up to 2 to 3 different games a week, especially during the COVID season.
Yep.
You don't know what's going to happen. So whenever things aren't going your way, the ball's not going in the basket, it can take a little toll on you. But you have a chance right here. This is a turnaround game. You have 2 more games following this one at home. If you claim your first home win, you turn around, try to get some payback against South Doyle, and then you turn around once more following Friday playing against Seymour. And Seymour is trying to find their footing. So this is a big game for Morristown West and their confidence. Let's see if they can turn things around tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. That is something that Coach Jonathan Smith is wanting his team to find, is confidence. Trying to build that chemistry that he once had with his previous 2 teams that won 23 games and 18 respectively. And it's a team, too, that even though they may be small down the line, they've got quickness, they've got versatility, they've got athleticism, and then they can beat you. We saw the West compete with Morristown East through 3 quarters, and I think just ran out of gas in the 4th.
Exactly, and that for Coach Smith is it's going to be a challenge trying to develop a little bit of depth.
Yes.
He's trying to get his JV guys in there, try to get some game time minutes as well, and some of these guys, their eyes are pretty big. I mean, the Friday or Tuesday or Friday night lights underneath the heat, you can kind of feel the pressure. I've been in their shoes before, and whenever you get into the varsity game, you've wanted to play this game all your life. You wanted to impress the home crowd, and sometimes it gets to your head a little bit. Coach Smith is a good coach. He's going to try to calm down his troops and get some bench play as well. Bench play has been either really good or it's gone down. They had 16 bench points against Pigeon Forge, and that right there speaks volumes. And if the bench continues to contribute the way they keep, or like they did against Pigeon Forge, this team's hard to beat.
Without a doubt. And this team has had its share of success with Jefferson County over the past couple of years. They've won 3 out of the last 4 meetings. Going back to 2 seasons ago when they swept the Patriots 72-39 and 60-47. They beat this Jeff County team here at Gymnasium 57-41. That was on January 28th of 2020. And then lost to Jeff County miserably at Dumpling Valley 75-44, splitting the difference. The last time Jefferson County posted a W here at Gymnasium was 2017 when they beat West 75-67. That was on December the 14th. so West can beat this Jeff County team. You are listening to the Terry Law Firm Countdown to Tip-Off here on Country Legends 93.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's boys varsity matchup, sponsored by your Morristown West Trojan Basketball Club and our game day sponsor. Please welcome Jefferson County to the Michael R. Reed Gymnasium to take on your Morristown West Trojans. And now the starting lineup for Jefferson County. Number 1, Kavika Makawa. Number 2, Kate Parker. Number 11, Cody Parker. Number 15, Jacob Thompson. And number 22, Noah Bowman. And the head coach of the Patriots, Matt Johnson. And now the starting lineup for your Morristown West Trojans, brought to you by our game day sponsors. A senior, number 2, John Batts. A junior, number 3, Julio Ramiro. A junior, number 15, Joey Hancock. A senior, number 23, Ryan Streetberg. And a junior, number 24, Luke Yendell. And the head coach of the Trojans, Jonathan Smith, assisted by Aaron Jones and Preston Bright.
At the point, and a turnover by Batts, stolen by Makua. He goes up with the right hand, good in transition, so 2-0 favor of Jeff County. Jai Batts, Joey Hancock, Aquilio Romero, Ryan Schaefer, and Luke Yandale. Your lineup on the floor for Morristown West wearing their home white uniform. So a quick start by the Patriots, 2 turnovers by each team. Here's a layup by Hancock, no good. Tip by Yandale, will not go. Hancock tries to reverse it, and rebound put away by Bowman. So an 0 for 3 possession for the Trojans, 2-0 Patriots.
Love the effort by Joey Hancock trying to get his hands in the paint and try to put up 2 easy points. Just didn't go his way.
Here's a 3 at the top of the key. Bottom. Knocked down by Brady Cornett. I'm sorry, not Brady Cornett. That's Kobe Parker with the 3. Had my roster sheet in the wrong place, but it's 5-0 out of the gate by Jeff County. Here's Bats driving against man defense applied by the Patriots. Romero inside half court, passes it right wing to Bats. Good entry pass to Hancock, shoots over Bowman, good with the left hand, the small smooch, and the Trojans are on the board.
Offense trying to feed through Joey Hancock, trying to get him hot early.
6:06 on the clock, long 3 in and out by Kay Parker, and now loose ball foul. Whistled against the Patriots, Noah Bowman. And that is his first, team's first. With 6:02 here in the opening quarter. 5-2, Jeff County with the lead after a 2-point bucket in transition by Makua and a 3-ball by Kobe Parker. Here's Hancock drives, shot blocked by Bowman, his first. Trying to draw contact, but no call. In the corner, the ball goes to Makua, drives with the right hand and has his shot rejected out of bounds by Mr. Hancock, as it'll stay with the Patriots under the basket.
Joey Hancock doing his best defender right there, going back and forth. If it doesn't go in for the basket, he's back quickly on the other side of the floor.
Ball top of the key to Parker. The Parker brothers exchange the pass. Here's a left-handed jumper, no good by Thompson. Rebound West. They push the ball into the front court. Bass on the right side, drives the lane, shoots the floater over.
Jai Bats goes up in front of a 6'11" defender. He's not afraid to put up an easy layup.
5-4, the lead trim to 1. After 5 unanswered scored by Jeff, now 4 straight by West. Makua with a wild shot off the glass, no good. Hancock with the rebound, 2 against 3 fast break. Goes up, tries to scoop it in off the glass, no good. Rebound by Thompson.
Just want to get 2 easy points on a fast break.
Kobe Parker again launches a 3 and drains it from way downtown, as Kobe Parker with a pair of 3 balls and the lead doubling up on West 8-4. Here's Yandel as they work the ball around the perimeter to the left corner to Bats, guarded by Makua. Makua deflects it out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by Bats. So it'll go back to Jeff County. West with their second turnover here with 4.5 to play in the opening frame.
This is where Morristown West found themselves last Friday against Sevier County. You got to get a turnover quick.
Long 3 again by Kobe Parker, no good. As Yandale clears the boards, gets it to Bats. Bats drives, shoots over and Bowman again, and Jai Bats with a couple of buckets in the paint. And the senior point guard has the lead trim to 2. Now steal by Schaefer in half court. All alone.
Schaefer, take the rim with you.
Hey, at 6 foot, don't let the size deceive you.
Oh, man.
8-8 with 3:45 to play, and nice spurt here by West. Here with the ball is Kay Parker, goes baseline to Thompson, who misses. Battle for the loose ball to Schaefer. Schaefer against the numbers. Will pull up right wing, above the arc. Bounce past the Yandale, top of the key, now to Bats. Bats dribbling against Makua as they do a little weave atop the circle. Long 3 by Bats, no good. Cody Parker with the rebound. He'll bring the ball up. Pass it right side to younger brother, Cade. Cade stops, shoots, block. Cade Parker with a 15-foot baseline jumper puts the Patriots back on top by 2.
Joey Hancock just tried to dare him to shoot it.
Yeah.
And Parker just said, challenge accepted.
Picking up the dribble is Bats. He'll go to Yandale, drives baseline against Thompson, but touches the end line on the drive, and it's the 3rd turnover of the game by the Trojans. Patriots with 2 turnovers. 10-8 your score. Jeff County with the lead with 2:43 to play here in the opening quarter. I'm Jamie Hamer alongside with Paul Bristol.
Almost a quick steal by Ryan Schaefer, but the unaired pass went towards Jeff County.
Alley-oop executed nicely between the Parker boys. Cade to Kobe for the easy 2. And now Kobe Parker with a game-high 8 points right now, and it's 12-8, Jeff County. And we got a foul away from the basket, whistled against Jeff County. A little extracurricular with the hands. Whistled against Gideon Haney of Jeff County. That is his first, team second. Elijah Davis into the game for Morristown West, a 6'3" senior. Here's a feed inside to Hancock, misses the point-blank layup. They iron and kind, but it's a team offensive rebound for West as it's deflected out by Jeff County.
The janitor must have cleaned the rim because the layups for Hancock are not going in, but it's just right there every time.
Romero gets the feed from Hancock. Finds Davis, open for 3, off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Haney.
Love the three-point attempt by Davis.
We're under 2 to play here in the first quarter. Kobe Parker guarded by Elijah Davis. Nice matchup there. Nakua lobs it to Parker. And a long 3 shot in the left corner. Gets the friendly bounce. And a free ball by Elijah Metcalf. And it's 15-8. So a 7-0 run by the Patriots, and now a takeaway by Nakua. As he goes in for the kiss off the glass, good 9-0 run. Marika Nakua now with 4 in the quarter, and the lead has grown to its largest, 17-8 with a minute 13 to play in the first. Jai backs, dribbling, trying to feed it to Davis. It's stolen in the paint by Metcalf. And the Patriots a chance to extend their lead to double figures. A draw by McCool, the left hand, good. Crossover on Davis. Davis got tangled up, and McCool with back-to-back field goals. And it's 19-8 with 45.
McCool brought his PF Flyers because he just flew into the paint.
Here's a pass nicely entered to Joey Hancock, who snaps the drought. And Joey Hancock with his second field goal of the quarter. 30 seconds and counting. 19-10, Parker trying to add more with a 3, no good. Rebound by Romero. They'll hand it off to Batts, who pushes tempo. Batts drives. Either a pass or a shot, either way, it was deflected away by Parker into the hands of Cade Parker. And they'll play for 1. 19-10, 6 on the clock. Makua, guarded by Batts, puts it on the floor, drives with 1. The finger roll. Quarter number 1. As Karika Makua takes matters into his own hands, and it's 21-10 in favor of Jefferson County after the first quarter. We'll be back with the start of the second right after this break. You're listening to Trojans basketball here on Country Legends 93.3. Side with Paul Bristol. And Paul, after the first quarter, Jefferson County, after West had tied it 8-8, it was all Jeff County as they were able to muster up a 9-0 run and take an 11-point lead to start this second.
Yes, the Parker and Makua show right there. Yeah. And whenever Parker wasn't shooting the 3, Makua was just driving in the paint. And you got to make sure to close off the paint, try to make him shoot over your head.
A foul on Jeff County. West inbounds, and Joy Hancock goes backward. Hancock leads the Trojans with 6 points here in the first half. He had 4 in the first, and the lead back to single digits for Jeff County by 9, 21-12.
This is the Joey Hancock we know and love.
Kate Parker hands it to McCua. A little stutter step, drive, and the assist to Gideon Haney for 2. And it's back to 11, 23-11, or 23-12 rather, with 7:05 just underway here in the second. Leandale launches a 3, no good. Rebound help side by McCua.
Rather shooting a 3, you'd want Yandel try to drive into the paint and get a defender on him and kick it out.
And a reach-in foul issued against Eli Steislinger.
Eli Steislinger, his first.
As with the ball was
Entering the game for Jefferson County.
Elijah Metcalf, high on the left, on the right wing. And Steislinger, his first personal foul. It's the team's first. It's been a well-played game. Not a lot of fouls, only 4 combined. And a lot of up-tempo style of play, mostly on the behalf of the Patriots.
You'd think there'd be more fouls. This is a rivalry game.
All right, here's a takeaway. Luke Yandel starts the break, finds Schaefer, Ryan Schaefer in transition for the layup.
He's got alligator's blood, and he's going to put it up with the best of them.
It all started with a defensive presence and the steal by Yandel. 6.5 here in the first half. Metcalf on the pick and roll to Kobe Parker. Rotates the ball right side to McCua. Now a long 3, no good. Taken by Talon Higgins. And the Trojans are off and running. Here's Romero. Right hand off the glass, too strong. Rebound by Noah Bowman. Here's Higgins. Loses the ball off his foot. And looks like the Patriots get the benefit of the doubt as it'll stay with Jeff County. Subs into the game. Jai Batts returns. And new into the game for the first half is Brady Cornett. Under 6 to play here in the first half, 23-14. Cody Parker drives baseline. Tough pass, almost stolen. And recovered by Higgins, and Higgins puts it up and in. So some bench scoring by head coach Matt Johnson to complement the Jeff offense here in the second quarter. 25-14. Here is Yandel, right wing. Hancock fakes a 3, puts it on the floor. Stops and delivers to Yandel. A nice little floater from 8 foot good. Luke Yandel with the bucket. His first timeout called by Morristown West. We will keep it right here. And Paul, so far through almost a quarter and a half, we've seen the good and the bad of Morristown West, and now they're starting to kind of settle down a little bit, tried to run tempo with Jeff County, and Jeff County was able to contribute off some turnovers. And McCua, he's a good player, something that West hasn't seen because he's a transfer student. But what do you see right now as far as the right now?
Everybody's trying to go into the paint. Jai Batts, he's fearless, but sometimes that's going to come back to bite him. I mean, he went up and he got his shot blocked and turned over the ball a couple times, but these guys are shrugging it off. I haven't seen this since Hardin Valley. These guys are starting to come back and make a game out of it. Let's see if they can overcome the hump and cut the lead down to just a minimal points.
We're outscored 21-10 in that first quarter here with 5.5 to play. West has got it down to single digits in terms of their deficit, but they definitely need to switch gears on defense. Here's Bowman, feed down low, drives, loses the ball out of bounds. Fourth turnover committed by Jeff County, and West does their part, and they get the ball back on offense.
Brady Cornett, the JV star, comes in. He does a great job on help defense, cutting off the baseline.
And Cornett trying to do it on the offense, partially blocked by Bowman, and it's carried out by Jeff County. Kobe Parker stops along the right baseline and has the ball deflected out of bounds by Steislinger. As Ryan Schaefer will come back onto the floor for Steislinger. The Patriots throwing it inbounds baseline left. Fade away baseline jumper no good by Parker. The ball volleyed around. And it's brought down by Ryan Schaefer. His 4th rebound. Here's a long 3 by Schaefer. Go! The release rotation splash. Paul Bristol.
He is not scared, especially with a hand in front of his face, and he pulls up with a big-time 3.
And the lead trimmed to 6 now for Jeff County, 25-19. Almost a near steal by Schaefer, recovered by Higgins. Now to Thompson with a left-handed floater, good. Jacob Thompson's first 2 points. And the lead to 8. A little over 4 minutes to play here in the half. Jai Pats to Yandell, right wing. There's Jeff County in a matchup zone. Here's a shot block on Jai Bats' drive to the basket, recovered by the Patriots. Makua drive, little Euro step, count it, and 1. What a move by Makua in transition, avoided the offensive foul on the Euro step, going to his right, and just flung it up with a nice little scoop layup.
You call him the ice cream man because he's done a number of the ice cream scoops here tonight. Easy layup.
Yeah, Makua has been instant offense so far in the first half, as he now has 11, leading all scores, and the lead back to 11, 30-19.
Need a big-time play right here for Morristown West. Try to cut this lead down and get some confidence back.
On our sister station, WCRK, Mike Lopel bringing you action of Morristown East and Seymour on 105.7. The Lady Eagles up 12-9 after the first quarter. Morristown West trying to capitalize on the offensive end, and they still can't get the ball to go down. But they're going to get another opportunity as the Patriots nonchalantly bringing it up from the backcourt get called for palming. So it'll go back to the Trojans. Turnover number 5 for the Patriots.
Need some points off turnovers. Try to make them pay, make it hurt.
Joey Hancock with the drive, a little too strong off the glass. Rebound by Kobe Parker. Shot by Bowman, no good. He misses twice. Rebound by Schaefer. He'll outlet to Bats. Bats drives. And he is fouled on the reach-in by Makua. That'll be Makua's first, team's 4th. And again, no threat of bonus foul shooting. Paul, we've I think only seen just a couple of sequences at the free throw line. Here's a nice post-up and layup by Elijah Davis.
You gotta love that right there. Elijah Davis just lowering the shoulder, and that time nobody sets up for the charge. He puts up 2 easy points to cut the lead down to 9.
30-21, Patriots with a 9-point lead. Here's a long 3 straight away, bottom by Kalika Makua, as he now has 14 here in the half.
Shades of last Friday with Jonathan Chow. He'll just pull up and shoot anywhere.
Davis for West. Hands it off to Hancock. Drives. He misses again. And another Kobe Parker rebound. He has 7. To Cade Parker. A little 15-footer all net. Cade Parker with 4 points. And the lead has blossomed to 14 now, and a turnover by the Trojans in the offensive front court. Davis. An errant pass to Brady Cornett. And the Trojans now guilty of 6 miscues here in the first half as Eli Steislinger returns to the game, as does Aquilio Romero.
Eli is a 3-point threat, and Coach Smith is wanting him in, try to cut this lead down just a little bit.
Thompson. A bounce pass to Kobe Parker. Now back to Thompson down low, posting up Romero. The left-hander off the glass, no good. Offensive board, though, by the Patriots with 1:40 on the clock.
That right there cannot happen. You got to make sure to go up against the glass and come down with a rebound of your own.
Here's a feed down low to Parker from Cy Mincy, and now the dish to the left corner to Thompson for three. Timeout, Trojans. With a minute 25, we'll step aside for a quick break. It's 17-point lead for the Patriots, 38-21. We'll be right back after this timeout as Trojans basketball continues here on Country Legends 93.3. Just one spot here. Back to action, and one of the worst things you can do coming out of your own timeout, and that's turn it over. That's what the Trojans this did on the offensive side, and now with 54 seconds to play till the break, the Patriots trying once again attack off the miscue. Here's a long three, no good by Cy Mincy. Romero comes away with the ball. Steislinger crosses it to Romero, now to Hancock left wing. Hancock to Schaefer, puts it on the floor at the foul line. Drop back shot, no good. Rebound by Cy Mincy.
Seems like everybody's starting to clear the paint. Everybody needs to crash and do their best, what Morristown West does best.
Kobe Parker to Cade Parker down along the baseline. The reverse layup, no good. Rebound by the Trojans. Bass drives and kind of slid his foot and is called for traveling. The Trojans now with 8 first half turnovers as Bats try to get rid of it for a potential three-point attempt. But now the Patriots with about 8 seconds has a chance to once again close out the half with some points. Nakua for three, no good. He concluded the first quarter with a quarter-ending layup that comes up empty-handed as we go to the half. Here at the break, it's Jefferson County 38, Morristown West 21. Paul and Al will return and talk Trojan shop here at the half. You're listening to Morristown West basketball here on Country Legends 93.3.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The Trojan Basketball Club normally conducts a halftime shootout. The shootout is brought to you by our season sponsors and game day sponsors. With our current restrictions, we are not able to conduct the shootout at this time. However, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our season sponsors and game day sponsors for their dedication and support to our Morristown West Trojans. Our season sponsors are Dick's Sporting Goods, Morristown Signs, Torrent Automotive Group, and First Horizon Advisors. Our game day sponsors are Lakeway Auto, Subway, Food City, Consolidated Storage, Good Old Days, Ultimate Shine, Auburn's, Yandell Eye Center, Wells Fargo Advisors, Total Property Management, Ultranet, Dawson's Men's Shop, Health Star Physicians, Shannon Hancock, MD, Sand Hill Insurance, TCBY, Morristown Pediatric Dentistry, McKenna Orthodontics, and Crescent Center Drugs. Please join me in thanking our sponsors.
Margin to 17, 38-21, and it looks like Morristown West was overtaking off-balance shots. They got out rebounded, and they wasn't very protective of the rock on the offensive end, which translated into some points in transition and in the paint for Jeff County. So if you're Coach Smith in the locker room, what's the message going to be to try to get this team amped up for the last 16 minutes?
I tell them just try to calm down. They're trying to force some stuff, and that's not their play, or that's not their game.
Mm-mm.
They got to make sure to crash the glass and keep doing what they're doing. The points will fall. If you force it, it's not going to go your way. But kind of like watch what Kawika Makua is doing. He's just crashing the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Jai Batts, he's doing that as well, but sometimes he's being outsized, outmanned, and he gets into the teeth of the defense and gets the ball turned over. So pretty much what I would say is just calm down, just play your game, and don't try to force it.
7 players scored for Jefferson County in that first half, led by Kawika Makua with 14 points. He had 8 in the first quarter, and he even had a run of which he had 3 consecutive layups, including one to end the first quarter. He was complimented by Kobe Parker, the 6'4 senior, with 8 points, all coming in the first quarter. That was highlighted by 2 3-pointers. 5 points for Jacob Thompson. 4 points from Kate Parker, 3 points from Elijah Metcalf, and 2 points each off the bench, Taylon Higgins and Gideon Haney. For the Trojans, Ryan Schaefer paced Morristown West with 7 points, 5 of those coming in the second quarter, including a 3-pointer. 6 from Joey Hancock, 4 points from Jai Batts, and Elijah Davis and Luke Andale contributing each with a field goal. That's your scoring, your starting lineups, more or less, for Morristown West. Keelio Romero, Eli Steisingler, Brady Cornett, and Elijah Davis all getting some playing time in that first half. And and Coach Smith, one of the things that he was hoping to do was really situate the defensive effort that he did not see against Sevier County. I think they did their part against Jonathan Chow, but there was some more players that really were in the makeup in that outright win for the Smoky Bears. And here against the Patriots, 7 different players in the scoring column. There's really not one player that's standing out.
That's the tough thing about these past 2 games. It's not just one person that's doing all the scoring. It's a collection of guys scoring. So what Coach Smith is going to have to do is either man up or go into a 2-3 zone, try to slow things down and get some quick turnovers, try to turn the tides a little bit and get some confidence back in your side. And once you get the ball going your way, start going back into man-to-man, size up your man. Go everywhere he's going and rebound off the glass. Right now, Morristown West is getting out-rebounded, and they have yet to be out-rebounded all year. That's not their forte. So make sure you crash glass and use your size to your advantage, and try not to do too much when you get to the paint.
So you're listening to Morristown West basketball here from Mike Reed Gymnasium. I'm Jamie Hamer, alongside with Paul Bristol. Paul, we've got a big game coming up next week against a very formidable South Doyle team, a South Doyle team that West has already had a visual of after losing against the Cherokees. But that game will be live right here on WMTN. Paul will be here. I believe maybe Charlie will be back alongside with you. And so it's a critical IMAC matchup. And then you've got Seymour on the 22nd. So you've got a pair of favorable games in IMAC play next week that could really springboard this team. And of course, we still got 16 minutes left of this game, but West has to take advantage of the favorable schedule.
You're at home, and this is your court. You know which shot works, what side of the bank shot works and doesn't work. Just keep doing what you're doing, and things will start to fall and go for you. Just don't rush it.
That's right. Hey, we do want to let you know that following the game, we will have the Jets Pizza Player of the Game, sponsored by Jets Pizza on West Morris Boulevard. That's a big part of the Carla Stedman Color post-game report, sponsored by Carla with Remax Real Estate 10. And we will have that immediately following the game. We hope to also get some words from head coach Jonathan Smith to talk a little bit about the game, despite the outcome, but also his thoughts on the team as we gear up for the really what's coming down to the final stretch of high school basketball. Believe it or not, Paul, as we are here on January the 12th, there's about, I think, comfortably maybe 4 more weeks of basketball left until the postseason tips off. So West trying to bounce back after a sluggish first half. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back with the start of the second half. You've been listening to the halftime report with Paul and myself here at Reed Gymnasium. We'll be back with some more basketball as West basketball continues here on the voice of Trojan Sports, Country Legends 93.3. And we'll run one spot. And we welcome you back into the broadcast. Jamie Hamer alongside with Paul Bristol. And a nice start as Ryan Schaefer comes up with a steal, tries to flush it with one hand as he did in the first half. But he was clipped by Nakua. He will get his second foul. Boy, that would have raised the roof there, Paul, had that been flushed down.
Oh, man, I was ready to hop out of my seat as he's trying to go up for the slam, but I appreciate and love the confidence by Schaefer.
He certainly gives 110% on the court. He knocks down the first free throws of the game for Morristown West, and it's 38-23. Schaefer now with 9 points to lead the West Trojans. Just underway to start the second half. As the Patriots.
This is a big, big change of events for the Trojans.
And just in the middle of your outlook there, the Patriots respond with an easy bucket in the paint by Kobe Parker, who now has 10 points. And now a takeaway by Jeff County. 8 turnovers committed by West in the first half compared to 5 committed by the Patriots. Patriots moving right to left on the floor. We're under 7 to play here in the third quarter. 40-23. Here's a floater in the lane by Noah Bowman, his first bucket tonight. And the big 6'10" senior extends the lead to 19. Turnaround jumper in the lane, no good by West. It's one and done for the Trojans offense as the Patriots back the other way.
Trojans trying to play hero ball, just got to work through the team, try to get the ball around and spread the wealth.
Long three right side by Cade Parker, nothing but the nylon. And Cade Parker's first three, he has 7 points. And it's 45-23. Here's Jai Batts driving with the left hand, short. Rebound, Joey Hancock, the rebound, put back no good. Rebound by Kobe Parker. Outlet to Cade Parker, left wing. As it rotates around to Kobe Parker for 3, off the back iron, no good. Noah Bowman climbs the back of Joey Hancock as it should go back to Morristown West, but, well, that's interesting. I must have missed something there.
I think they said it was a foul on the floor by Yandel.
So Yandel being called for a little reach-in activity. Here's a long three by Cade Parker, airs it, and it'll go out of bounds to Morristown West. Hey, the JV boys from Morristown West pulled out a thriller, winning 50-49.
Had you on the edge of your seat the whole game, pretty much.
Hancock with a long three right side. Yandell with the offensive carom. He'll find Bats open for three. Left arch, no good. Rebound, Noah Bowman. 5:25 here in the third. 45-23. Jeff County with a 22-point lead, their largest. Here's Makua locating Parker down low. Now the slash down the lane by Bowman is interrupted by a foul on West. And it's issued against Joey Hancock.
Joey Hancock is first.
That's only his first. Second team foul.
Morristown West not finding themselves in foul trouble. They got some fouls to give. They could be a little bit more aggressive on both sides of the floor.
Noah Bowman misses the first free throw, but is true on the second. He has three here in the frame. 23-point lead by the Patriots. We're approaching 5 minutes. Yandell drives, baseline, skip pass to Hancock. The Bats release rotation, no good. Hancock puts it on the floor and loses possession. Now it goes out of bounds as Ryan Schaefer made a valiant effort to save it, but it's a turnover to Jeff County.
It's beautiful offensive possession, but that was spoiled by trying to force a pass when you get the rebound. Make sure you corral it and then get it outside of the paint.
Cade Parker works the ball right wing to Makua, who gets a screen from Parker. Skip pass left corner to Cade Parker for three. No. Yandell with his fourth rebound. Outlet pass to Bass. He'll push tempo. Nice feed to Hancock from Bass off the glass. No good. Hancock pokes it out to Yandell. The jump off the glass misses everything. Rebound Noah Bowman. Parker dribbles near sideline. And it's Parker to Parker for two. Assist by Kobe. Basket by Cade. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout, so Paul and I will take a breather. With 4:09 to play here in the third. Jeff County 48, Morristown West 23. You're listening to Trojans Basketball on Country Legends 93.3.
That's hard to believe.
They scored 33 points in the second. It's impressive at this level. And that game was on our sister station. As action resumes here for Reed, Gymnasium. Yandell with the ball after the timeout called by head coach Jonathan Smith. Here's Romero dribbling it around, almost lost it. Now is just shadowed by blue jerseys. The Patriots come up with a loose ball. Thompson's three is short, rebound by Luke Yandell. Up the court, Romero launches a three left wing off the front iron. Rebound help side by Thompson, outlet to Cade Parker. Cade goes one-on-one. Nice little calm floater off the glass is good, and Cade Parker's having a solid third quarter as he has 7 of his 11. And now he's stealed by Makua in the backcourt, and an easy layup. And West just looks like they're flat. Not a lot of intensity out there, Paul.
They're starting to fall a little flat, and they need a little spark to get things going. Let's see if Ryan Schaefer can dial it up, because he's the spark plug of the team.
Here's Romero. Nice no-look pass to Davis. Couldn't get a handle of it. Recovers it. The right-handed floater, no good. Ryan Schaefer comes up with it, and then his layup is rejected out of bounds by Noah Bowman, his third block shot tonight. And that stops the clock with 2:45 here in the third. It's 52-23. It's Morristown West. Have only scored 2 points here in this quarter, as they scored 11 in the second, 10 in the first. And now we've got a foul on Eli Steislinger, his second. And the ball goes back to the Patriots. Jefferson County will play Seymour this Friday night as they return to Dumplin Valley. Here's a layup attempt, no good, but an offensive rebound by the Patriots. As some new faces on the floor for head coach Matt Johnson. With the ball down low, posting up Brady Cornett is Gideon Haney. No good. Rebound Elijah Smith.
Great rebound by Davis.
Cornett for three, in and out. That's been the story of the game. Up the court. A little too strong of an outlet pass by Taylor Higgins. And it'll go back to Morristown West. That's just the first turnover I've recorded on Jeff County this half, or this quarter. And the Patriots up by 29. Here is Elijah Smith. Nice post up, and he finally gets a friendly roll off the rim. Elijah Davis with 2 field goals tonight. He has 4 in the game.
Let's see if the defense can get a quick turnover.
Patriots work around the horn. Chaney, skip pass left wing to Thompson. Nice drive with the finger roll. No good. Rebound Cornett. Off and running. Up sideline. Delivers it back to Batts, who's bodied up by Higgins. Back to Cornett, right corner. And an offensive foul issued against Elijah Davis, as he was basically
Trying to
hooking or pinning his defender, Gideon Haney, behind him. And that's a no-no. 4th team foul as we go under a minute to play here in the third. 52-25, Jeff County on top. Toby Parker launches a 3, in and out, rebound whistled into a loose ball foul against Gideon Haney, his second.
Number 10, Connor Haney, his third, team second.
Check that, that's Connor Haney. So it'll be Trojans ball with 35 on the clock. Steislinger to Schaefer. Now to Davis, straightaway 3, no good. Rebound Parker. Pushes it up the court to Haney in transition, and Haney is bumped in the back before the shot. It'll be taken out of bounds, baseline left. 52-25. And it's like, again, carryover from Friday night for Morristown West, as they've run into the IMAC gauntlet here, it seems like, in the first part of 21. Here's a offensive foul, or an illegal screen rather, set on Jeff County. As Talon Higgins picks up the foul, his first, to turn it back to Morristown West.
19 seconds, just be calm and try to get a basket in.
Certainly they need that positive going into the fourth. In and out, but there's Elijah Davis to pick up the offensive board after the Jibats miss with 5 on the clock. 25-point lead, firing a 3 at the buzzer, no good by Toby Parker. Oh, Brady Cornett almost extended that corner there with a launch in the backcourt.
The roof would have come off this place if that 3-pointer would have gone in, but great way to end the third quarter. Let's build upon it and try to make this a memorable fourth quarter.
Let's do that indeed. As we go to the fourth quarter after 3, Jeff County 52, Morristown West 27. We'll be right back after this timeout as coverage of West basketball continues here on Country Legends 93.3. We got to do better than 6 points.
Yeah.
We welcome you back into Mike Reed Gymnasium. Jamie Hamer alongside with Paul Bristol as we come down to the final 8 minutes of play. Joy Hancock back into the game. Nice little up and under move for the easy teardrop layup. As Joy Hancock now with 8 points as he was scoreless in that last frame.
Welcome back, Hancock.
Jeff County up 52-29. We're just underway, outscoring Morristown West 14-6 in that third quarter. Nice give and go. Thompson to Cody Parker and one as Parker attacks the glass aggressively after the nice little give and go on the side of the front court. And Kobe Parker now with that bucket gives him 12 points on the evening.
That's 3 Patriots in double digits.
Foul shot miss. Rebound by Thompson. And I think the Trojans just thought it was 2 shots, but it was an and one. And a foul on Ryan Schaefer, who picks up his third, will put Jacob Thompson at the foul line for 2.
2 quick fouls on Schaefer. Let's see if the Patriots are going to try to attack that.
Again, after the game, stick around. We'll have the Carlos Dedman Cullip post-game report. It also features the Jets Pizza player of the game. 2 for 2 at the stripe for Jacob Thompson. And the lead to 27, 56-29. And a little pressure in the backcourt. Forces Jai Bass to sling it into the front court, and it's a steal by Noah Bowman.
Dangerous pass after dangerous pass. You got to make sure you do some bounce passes as well.
There was a little shot attempt that draws air, but Noah Bowman's there to pick it up and lay it in. Noah Bowman now with 5 points in the second half. It's 58-20 now, 58-29. And now a foul at half court issued on the Patriots.
Ty Steislinger checks into the game. He's a JV star as well. Let's see what he can do.
I think we know who he's related to. Here's Romero. Nice give and go to Elijah Davis for the easy layup. And that looked like a very well orchestrated offensive play there that has been few and far between here tonight for Morristown West. Here is Noah Bowman. Great feed to Cody Parker. A little shot fake to get the West defense on the air, and the easy 2. There's Parker now with 14. Here's Steislinger driving. Under the basket, passes to Davis, to Schaefer. Now to Yandale, stops. Off the glass, no good. He collects his own miss, gives it to a slashing Ryan Schaefer who can't get the layup. Rebound, Cade Parker against the number, stops at the elbow, shot. All nylon, Cade Parker. Everything falling for the Patriots offense. They lead by 31, 62-31. And 4 more, I think that, 4 more points in this game is under the mercy rule.
Entering the game for the Trojans, number 1, Eli Steislinger.
Eli Steislinger comes back into the game. So you got the Steislinger boys out on the floor for Morristown West with 5.5. And certainly not the showing that Coach Jonathan Smith was anticipating out of his team. Here's Ty Steislinger guarding Kobe Parker. Stops just inside 3. Rims it in. Kobe Parker, and it's almost an effortless performance. Watching just the mannerisms and how they're playing, it's just like they're getting these easy looks, and they've jumped their lead down to 33. A little half hook shot by Elijah Davis, rims out, and it goes out of bounds off a Patriot, so it'll be a team rebound for the Trojans. Brady Cornett will check in.
Time and time again, the Patriots have done a pick and roll. And every time the person who gets picked goes with the roller, it's always been a size advantage, so that's what the Patriots are taking advantage of whenever it comes to the pick and roll.
Davis feeds Schaefer down low in the left block. Count the basket and one. Ryan Schaefer with the hard smack off the glass and gets it to go down. Noah Bowman picks up the personal foul. And Ryan Schaefer with his first field goal of the second half. And the three-point play is complete. Schaefer with 5.5, 12 in the game, leading all Trojans. And it's a 30-point deficit for West. 4.5 remaining. Kobe Parker for 3. Bottom. 9 points in the quarter for Kobe Parker, 11.5, and he now has 19 in the game. Ryan Schaefer for 3, short rebound. Steislinger goes up and draws contact after the shot was rejected with no regards to mankind by Noah Bowman. But it's on Makua. Wait a minute, is Makua in the game? Yeah, he's in the game for some reason.
Yeah.
I think if you're Coach Johnson, I think you want to kind of protect your starters. And
here they come.
Here comes the subs into the game. Also a new player coming in for Morristown West. Eli Steislinger at the stripe for 2. Actually, they're going to say it's 1 and 1, and it'll go to Jeff County on the defensive board. Long 3, left corner, no good by Elijah Metcalf. Rebound by Haney. And a takeaway by Ty Steislinger. Here's a drive by West. And some of the players that got quality time in their 1-point win in the JV game, Paul, is getting some experience at the varsity level.
Plenty of time, too, so that way these guys can get their varsity legs and come in and calm down just a little bit.
Yeah, we have Trojan at the free throw line with a name unknown. We've got his number, jersey number 33, but no, wasn't on the roster. But 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. Good-looking player. As we work the ball around the perimeter, here's a drive, and the scoop layup is good by Cy Mincy. He becomes the 8th player to score tonight for Jeff County. 69-35 with 3.5. It's a 34-point lead. One more will keep the clock running. Here's Cornett, drives. The finger roll is successful for Brady, the junior. His first bucket.
Cornett going into the paint in the teeth of the defense. Love that effort. Try to get the 2-point effort.
Higgins to Haney. And a corner 3 dropping for Cy Mincy, who has scored 5 quick points off the bench. And the mercy rule in effect. Here's Cornett for 3, rims out. And the ball out of bounds. It looks like it will stay with the Trojans.
Right now the bench is flat. it's been flat for majority of the game for Morristown West. And if you're Coach Smith, you got to talk about the guys on the bench, try to liven up a little bit and try to get the guys on the floor to be excited a little more.
Brendan Mattis into the game for Morristown West. He has the ball with 2:20 remaining. 72-37, all Jeff County. Long three, left side by Mattis, no good. Rebound by Jeff County. It's Metcalf driving. As it goes back up top of the circle. Here's Mincy. They'll hand it back off to Higgins as the clock will continue to wind down. Haney turns, shoots, no good. Rebound Higgins. He's doubled up, and he'll dribble out of traffic. As Jeff County right now just trying to milk the clock and get this one done with. Here's a nice lob down low to Haney. And Connor Haney with the bucket. He has 4 points. West with the ball. Ball will bring you the play-by-play next Tuesday night, January 19th, as the Trojans welcome in South Dole. And next Friday night, a date with Seymour here at the Reed. As the clock under a minute to play. 74-37 is your score. It's all Jeff County. One thing's for sure about this series with West and Jeff, it's either a blowout or it's practically nothing. There's really not been a close affair between these two teams going back, I guess I'd have to say, the last 5 seasons. As long as I've been calling for West basketball, it's all or nothing. I mean, last year it was a 75-44 blowout by Jeff County against West at Jeff County, and then West turns around and wins by 16.
Wow.
There's a drive and a layup by Jeff County, and Cornett will respond with a layup of his own. And back the other way, some JV players giving some time for Jeff County and getting the ovation from the team, and that's the end of the game. The final score, Jeff County 78, Morristown West 39. The Patriots claim their first IMAC victory of the 2021 season, while Morristown West will have to wait until next week to break the goose egg from the goose column from the